Alright, got it working in about the last moment. So yeah, today I'll be having a live look at the Dismemberment mod, and I'll be using for that the scenario I made with the survival in Iraq. So basically, the scenario is you are a lone soldier, you're somehow in some town in Iraq, enemies everywhere, and you have to survive and get to a certain location. And to make that feel varied, actually I have no, there's no sophisticated programming or anything like that, but I do have a whole bunch of enemies placed absolutely everywhere, and they just have a low chance of appearing, so you'll be having like different spawns every time. And so I'll be using that scenario to showcase the mod. I'll just change myself to a grenadier, and I should be able to showcase some pretty nice gore that way. And before we begin, as last week, the featured print is the Kawasaki Vulcan. Very cool cruiser bike. The links to it are in the description below. Let's load the map up. And why is ARMA not appearing? Should appear now. Yeah, here we go. I do have to make sure you can see your comments, as always. So we'll be surviving in Iraq, and let's see the Iraq survival. Here we go. Yeah. Now lone soldier, yeah, lone soldier. Iraq survival. I'm gonna make myself grenadier. Ah, yes, already saved it. Okay, yeah, so I am already grenadier, so let's jump right in and hopefully showcase some pretty glorious gore. A little bit goofy, but still gonna be quite glorious. Have to make it a little bit more quiet. So I do have the GL. I'm gonna try to aim for the head whenever possible, and hopefully we can see some very nice and very nasty results. And perhaps even actually survive this. Which is not terribly easy. At least not for me. And not having played it for quite a while, I don't even remember where the enemy spawns are, so getting a very fresh look at this. Let's see. Alright, yeah, so first look, camera. Oh! We got a bit of a dramatic moment as it's falling. We do have a little bit of a stain there. And I have seen some brain chunks flying as well. The mod does feature some brain chunks, so let's let them fly away and stuff. And get myself to safety and see the result of that. Do up the camera functions, so oh yeah. There is one more factor I almost entirely forgot about. So as you can see, the mod does feature fall damage, and the fall damage is, how to say, a little bit excessive. And how the fuck did this get here? It wasn't caused by the headshot, that I can pretty much guarantee. We have a whole bunch of small gibs, yeah, like, small gibs are fun, so yeah, I was gonna look at the head damage, which we do have here. As you can see, he has a bit of a displaced jaw. But he also lost his entire lower half on that fall. I forgot about that factor for a moment. Yeah, brother, so I will say with the limitations, the modder basically did all it could, I think. Because you can basically, there are two things you can make in ARMA, so let me perhaps just show that on the character. So you can replace the head of the character, so we have several head gore mods, and you can replace the entire torso, so you can like just cut out a leg, anywhere you can cut out an arm, so we're gonna have to replace the entire torso, and so you get that kind of result, you know? I will say the enemies now do know that I'm in the area. Any chance to perhaps go around quietly? Not as if I was planning, but they kind of know where the shot was, so I do want to not linger too much in any... Oh, yeah. Come on. See? I was basically flanked. That was perhaps the previous area, the safer one. Not even sure. Oh, and of course. Nah, I missed. So I'm trying both to survive and to show you guys some glorious gore stuff. So I'm trying to find someone to pop in the head. And here we go, yeah, so it does feature some staining too, so let's have a look at that result. You actually won't have the head activate every time, so we'll see about that. Nah, yeah, so the head wasn't activated this time around. And hello, Suma. Nah, no head activation, but I believe if I keep shooting it... Oh no, oh no. Just a little bit low. Not used to this side. Here we go. Alright, here we go, yes. That was my intention. So, as I was saying, you can replace the head models, which is what he did here. It is one of his damaged head models, and you can replace the entire body. So I will say very postal-esque kind of texturing is what it is. Some staining. And actually the game features a pretty good amount of gibs, so you've seen we had some organs. You have just those small beats. So yeah, you'll be getting some pretty fun results. Do I have any? Nah, I need to load it up. So you'll be getting some pretty fun results. On explosive hits or when a character falls. I think we have a contender for a headshot. He was pretty close. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? He's just asking for a headshot. And the mod is configurable, so you can configure pretty much, I think, almost every aspect of it. So if you think that fall damage is silly, you can just config that out. But I will say like this: there's very little room for a disturbing response dismemberment-wise in ARMA, so might as well just, I say, just enjoy and embrace the silliness of this mod. Because yeah, it won't be delivering disturbing results. Perhaps I think the only instance where you can perhaps have disturbing results is if a mod was made to just activating big mutilation only on like massive damage, like turning the character into a vomitous mass, you know, like beyond any recognition. You know, like if someone is good in modeling, he can make some real nasty variations. Oh, and here we have a chunk of the head gone. Beautiful, beautiful. So I have no idea where the fire was coming from. I think from there, but who knows. Yeah, so a feature of this mod is just a great deal of head damage variations, and I will say, like, they aren't the best modeled, but they are quite creative, so I actually kinda wanna focus on that as much as I can. Even at the price of my life in this scenario, I'm trying to aim for the head as much as I can. Because those truly are nice. No! Oh yeah. Like I can always activate afterwards, but it just isn't as fun when it isn't on the killing shot, you know. Could have registered on the arms. You know what, screw it. Just gonna activate them. Here we go. Alright, so let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. Yes, so as I was saying, for the gloriously hilarious ones is this, you know. I have some trouble imagining how this can be caused by a bullet, but nonetheless I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. It's like just amazing in my opinion. Yeah, like this one is realistic, but the one with the revealed skull is just so good, so good, so good. How about him? Oh yeah, we have a few with the eyes popping out, which are also quite nice. Very lovely. So slowly but surely we might even survive this mission. Perhaps. So the market is usually a place of death and doom. Don't know, I have some enemy spawns here. They'll probably move towards me, I think, when they heard the gunfire. But who knows? ARMA's AI can be a little bit weird at times. Okay, here we go. As I'm saying, I'm willing to get my character killed for the sake of the headshots. Yeah, so thinking about it, the yeah, my favorite part here is the head damage, absolutely. Once again, it isn't like a dynamic damage on the head of the specific character, but you just have a whole bunch of variations. And they are quite fun. Maybe you can get better mods in ARMA 4 and Reforger, but what I saw was, what I remember seeing is like basically feature parity with Bloodlust. Don't remember any more that was particularly advanced, but also haven't played it in ages. Yeah, very risky move, very risky move. But yeah, I need to find enemies to gore the hands off. And yeah, once again paid with my character's life for trying to find someone to showcase some head damage on. And back to square one. I don't know, we can have enemies here. Hey Karen, yeah. As I was saying, it isn't a mod for a serious disturbing response, but it is one to embrace the silliness. Here we go, so let's see what that did. Yeah, pretty much actually appropriate to how I was shooting him. But I think the head damage should actually activate, let's see. Add on options, Dismemberment, gore. Let's see, head damage chance. Yeah, like, should activate every time, but what if I make like helmets not matter? Maybe the Kafia is like considered the helmet. That is why don't always see heads pop when that is desired. Because we need some heads popping here, guys. Yeah, see, I was trying to go for the fucking head. And I'll keep trying. I'll keep dying, but we will be having some head damage here. So they are just running around, patrolling, and they'll be going my way as soon as gunfire begins. I'll tell you what, Wolfie, COD was never ARMA. It was a very cool experience on its own, and I have greatly enjoyed COD 1. Played COD 2 as well. I even bought the expansion pack for COD 1. United Offensive, quite a thing. So let's see what that caused. Oh, got a chunk of the chick too. Once again, like, those variations have nothing to do, aside from the fact that you hit the head. That's basically the only thing that matters for the variations, but they are fun. I do like them very much. So yeah, COD was, you know, like a good, grounded action experience, like an action movie. I would say Saving Private Ryan, but it wasn't gory or anything, but it was like a good, grounded action movie, and now it is just a total mess. Actually, it's impressively bad what they did with the series. What a once glorious series. Yes, 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 yes. So let's see what that did. Yeah, so relatively mild damage. Basically, he lost an arm, he got burned. Once again, the postal-like overlay. Lost the hat. Got himself a head variation. What you've also probably seen is that they may start burning, and we do have it happen right now, so yeah, there is a bit of smoke rising from our guy, but the arm here is being fried, so no raw steaks today, we only have them cooked, and depends on how long. We'll be seeing the result. By the way, guys, do let me know in the comment section what is your favorite way of how well done you like your steaks. Because I think this one's gonna be very well done here. Man of culture, guys, man of culture. That is my preference too, towards the rare. Though I can say I can enjoy steaks in pretty much every every way, so... This one time I came to family members and they aren't terribly great at making steaks, and it wasn't well done, it was like extremely good job. They were practically burned. Oh, and I believe we had a head variation activate. The steaks were practically burned and still pretty much ate them all, so and even enjoyed them to a degree. Yes, we do have some variations with popping eyes, and I believe he has some jaw damage there as well. I think it's the one with the damaged jaw. You know, actually I haven't seen explosive variations that don't have like a big chunk removed, they just have like a part of the character carved out. You have like either dismemberment or cutting in half, or as you may have seen, the vertical variation. Where was he? Where was he? Now one's taking fire from this direction, so he could be on the building. Might have to clear it out very, very carefully. Because I do have enemy spawns on buildings. Now I'm very visible to everyone, to absolutely everyone. Oh, there we go, there we go. That's how I had it happen when I was filming for the demonstration, and we had it happen here as well. And so he was shot here. We even have a few bloodstains to attest for that, and he just got completely blown apart. So where the hell are the... And yeah, look at that. Here are his limbs, guys. Glorious, yeah. The Iraqi space program. And here is the main course of the body. And by the way, guts too. As you could see in the video. Felt good, felt good. Hey, we have some stuff here as well. I believe I've seen something there. Ah, yeah, so not a body part, not a body part, okay. Oh, Sergeant, it is a scenario I made quite some time ago, I think even more than a year ago, using some using an Iraq mod, one for the location, one for the US forces, and one for insurgents. The mod is in the workshop, and you have all of the dependencies needed for it there as well. Yes, we can basically play it. A survival scenario can pair with pretty much any gore mode of your choice, and oh. Shit. Alright, so I think not spectator camera, so I think of all those guys that just shot. Yeah, no head activation. This guy also no head activation, but the one over there, I believe we have had a head activation here. Yep, so the one furthest away got a head variation activated. This is something we must fix, so there is. Alright, yeah, so the head chunk gun and the chunk of the cheek gun, yeah. Now something about the chunk of the cheek being removed feels quite nasty. Once again, eye popping and the chunk of the head gun. And earworm, basically. Yeah, thanks, Rami. Do have someone very close by. Actually, not him. Nope. I think it was a shoulder hit. Someone was shooting. I so found the shooter. Ay. Oh, I tried. Well, there is no knife in default armor, but who knows? Burning isn't a factor in default armor either very much, but there is like a napalm mod for that, so who knows? That's not a feature of this mod as far as I'm aware. Oh, I think I got dismembered, but I can't. I won't be able to see it very much, right? Yes, so... from the sound of it, I think I had the head variation activate. And there is no post-mortem player camera, unfortunately. That could have been juicy. That's a shame, like, I should be able to at least in single player. Oh, yeah. Speaking of juicy, guys. Look at that. The googly eyes, he's almost cute. Hole in the head. Wait, is this like the same variation? Or is there like, or do you also have like hole in head, cheek and... Because I saw those both, but haven't seen the hole in the head. Anyway, big props for the head variations, they are fun. Once again, silly, but also seriously fun. Nope. Ay. Yeah, guys, it is a pre-made model. You can't have dynamic damage in ARMA. And those are very fun pre-made models. And they don't always activate. Which, you know, fair enough, but... So what chunk of him is missing? Like... something should be missing. I'm being pretty much entirely careless. Nope. Nope. There is a price to be had aiming for head stuff. But maybe... just a little bit higher and I can get him. Gotcha, the missing chunk is here, and... how about the GL? I think I may have killed but haven't dismembered, perhaps? No, we still have the rooftop guy, and perhaps I can just nade him. If I'm not mistaken, he's there, so if I just aim my nade upwards... not smoke, grenade... Here we go, but... I also... must nade... yeah, I can just... maybe I can try kind of like this, perhaps. I think it was the rooftop, am I correct? Oh, yeah, well... technically cheating, but... overshot, but still got someone. Yep. Alright. Oh, Marcus, I'm mainly focusing on these specific mods, so that's the one I have activated for the responses. It isn't like a mod compilation video. Does he have any, like, perhaps nades? Nah, no standard issue nades for Al-Qaeda. Taliban is in Afghanistan. Head variation. Head variation. Let's see the results. Alright, this chunk missing, and how about this guy? Yeah, so this one has to be just glitched. Second time he comes on and there is no head damage, and he doesn't look Iraqi whatsoever. Now could be an American college student going to fight. And stuff. So maybe like some jail was successful? I have no idea, but... And here we have ourselves an example of a mangled variation. Yes, Nick, a scenario I made. You actually have it in the description. It is a survival scenario. You're basically a lone soldier in a town full with insurgents, and the thing here is that they basically have different spawns every time, so you just place a whole bunch of characters absolutely everywhere, give them a small chance of spawning. So you're gonna be like encountering characters in mostly different places every time I play it, so that's kind of gives it some replay value. And of course, you know, like over time you kind of learn where you may have spawns, but I really placed them all over the place, so I have the link for it in the description, you can check it out. And of course, like, I do have all the required mods there listed there as well, so I actually got a request a while back to make one in a World War II theme, and perhaps I might. Also now, like, paratrooper in German territory. Could be fun. So, lucky to have survived. My head could have been a splattering mess. Where was he? Oh, now they know where I am, so I may find some heads to pop. Where the hell are you? Oh yeah, I see him, I see him, yeah. So much going for the head. Trying to carefully aim for the head. Yeah, so games like Ground Branch Operator, of course, Insurgency Sandstorm. You know, if you play it just solo, or with friends, you can avoid the silly skins and stuff, and you can just enjoy the experience as intended. And still is a pretty fun experience. It was the stream, I think, perhaps last week or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I think it was 2 weeks ago, actually. So Sandstorm is still very much fun. And yeah, like also 6 days in Fallujah. 6 days in Fallujah. Love that game. Also very nice blood patch they made some time ago. And he has a chunk of his head missing. And yeah, like 6 days went from literally no blood to having one of the better examples of realistic leaning blood spitting in a game, so that's kind of amazing. Oh no, no variation, no variation. That's a shame. Yeah, but I want the variations. I want the bloody variations. Particularly the ones where the skull is visible. I had one activate, and those don't activate too often. Because, you know, like, they aren't terribly realistic for a gunfire wound, but they still are quite nice. Like the one you had in the end screen of the video of this mod. Like, realistically, I can't imagine a bullet causing that, but aesthetically, it's a lot of fun, man. There we go, there we go, there we go, yes, yes. Oh yeah, we even had the a hole get carved out in the body. Whole bunch of chunks, last leg, last head. But the skull model is quite lovely, I have to add. And as you can see, they can be burning. I think we have both the character and the severed arm it was, or leg. Leg it seems, yeah, leg. And the leg is actively burning, the character is just smoking. There we go, let's see what happened there. I also debugged the variation once again. Just the guy's face. No visible damage. Can I perhaps keep it very steady? Did make him go quiet? Oh, just suppression. Apparently just suppression. Thought he could be dead. Apparently not. Here we have the two operation. And then I popped out. Yeah, probably no variation activated. Just hoping to like have some guy pop out here and just gore him up. No! So, once again, that can happen too. As you can see, he came in like a wrecking ball. And yeah, like as you can see, he's burning his basically bomb. So yeah, you can get fun results like that. Not sure I've seen ragdolls take down more than a fence in this game before, but you never know. No, way too low, way too low. Forget it, forget it. Ah, it's the body smoke. Ah, shit, yeah. And I have no bandages. So I have to attempt to perhaps speedrun to the exit. And maybe survive this. I'm not sure. Yeah, so no bandages, can't like take anyone's clothes and turn into rags like in DayZ. So just try to speedrun this and hope for the best. Can't climb walls, fortunately. Open fortress, what's that? You can climb under this? Yeah. Okay. You know what? Damn it. Here in the building is one. Yeah, so as you can see, apparently not all spawns were careful enough. Alright, here we have that variation, and I'll try to make the exit. That was the end for me, that was the end for me. Okay, so one more go. I'll try to go up as many as I can. Don't really care about survival. I'll try to go mostly for the grenade launcher. I'm not very good with this specific one. I'm kind of better with the vanilla ARMA gel, but you work with what you got. No enemies there, unfortunately. They are usually very easy targets when they spawn. Oh well, oh well. Hello upgrade, hello Mr. Waifu Taker. Gotta say, Mr. Waifu, I wish there was like some subject matter for SOF. We do need a successor badly. Before he spawns me, perhaps I can just... Yes, variation activated. Let's see what was cast. Jostav. Alright. Oh, Payback is not an SOF game. It's a cheap knockoff. Payback can't be called SOF. I still reviewed it. Because it technically is called SOF, but... Man, that game was not very good. Not the worst piece of shovelware ever, but still. There is a certain brand reputation with SOF, which Activision didn't really care about, it seems. Alright, so here we have this guy, as you can see. Was quite messed up. That one mainly just shrapnel. Dude, the subway level in SOF1 is legendary. A great introduction to all of that glorious mess. Here we go, here we go. Oh, so he's actually even mainly intact, look at that. So, even the body wasn't replaced, huh? Not sure if a glitch or not, but... It's just the head and just guts coming out. Right, just the burning this time around, and it actually may happen, I'm not sure if it did. Nah, it didn't. But I think you can kind of have like guts be added as a vest, kind of like an open intestine variation. I think I've seen something about that. Because you can basically either replace the body, you can replace the head, and you can like add a vest, and the vest can be guts, basically. Oh, it's smoke now, it's smoke, yeah, so I'm out of good nades, fortunately. Anyway. Unintentional headshot, look at that. But I would try to just make the exit to at least have a nice grand finale of this. It is doable, I have made it in the past. But it isn't easy, as we do have enemies everywhere and they are kind of drawn to gunfire. As I was saying, they are kind of drawn to gunfire, so I do probably want to move reasonably quickly and perhaps even make it. I do still have 2 nades, which I may be able to cause some goring with. Half sword is great indeed, man. It is shaping up to be beautiful, more than I was initially expecting, way more. Props to everyone involved. There's some seriously skilled technical artists there who are making some beautiful gore magic for us. Perhaps I don't have enough enemies at the final stages of this. I do have some, but perhaps could have made more. Let me give them a chance to appear here in those sections because it was kind of empty right now. Now they can appear, like there are enemy spawns here, but seemingly not enough. I will say we have quite a few good ones, like there are relatively few that are truly like massively exceptional, but we have quite a few that are quite satisfactory in at least several aspects. And it's cool, NLP, you're here almost every week. You know, I was actually planning to stream Overgrowth. But I will have to just I have to remake the what's it called, the spikes arena I made for the videos. I'm gonna have to remember how to make stuff in the editor. But yeah, I am planning to have a live look at Overgrowth, absolutely. Right guys, yeah, so here we have, how many have we got up? Not a huge one, but... Anyway, in conclusion, as you can see, it is a fun mod. Once again, like, if you are after disturbing, horrifying response, this ain't it, guys, it absolutely isn't. But if you want perhaps something that's a little bit goofy, that is fun for sure, do very much recommend checking it out. The head damage, just many variations for that. And as you've seen, the results, especially with characters ragdolling, can be quite fun. And lots of gibs, guys, lots of gibs, so fun stuff. I do recommend checking it out, the links are in the description, both for the mod and the scenario I was playing, so yeah, hope you enjoyed this one. And I'll perhaps see you next week, because it's gonna be like after the fasting of Tisha B'Av, and it is a dry fast, because fast with water is nothing new. Like I'm often eating just one meal a day, so 24 hours no food, no problem, but the water stuff is gonna get me, so can't promise a stream next Sunday, because I might be recovering after a massive headache of a water fast, so either next week or after 2 weeks. I'll see you then.